Infanta Sofia is steadily stepping into the public eye, and her latest appearance shows exactly how that role is beginning to take shape. On a crisp morning in Boadilla del Monte, just outside Madrid, the youngest daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia arrived at the new facilities of the once Guide Dog Foundation, marking only her second solo institutional engagement to date. The visit, which took place at 11:30 a.m., carried symbolic weight. Not only was she inaugurating an important social project, but she was also following in the footsteps of her grandmother, Queen Sofia, who has supported the organization for decades. Expectations had been building around when the Infanta would next appear alone after debuting independently in December 2024 at the photography awards that bear her name. Although the royal palace did not comment on whether she would return to that event this year, her presence at the Once Foundation made clear that her institutional agenda is beginning to expand. Step by step, Sofia is assuming a more visible role within the Spanish royal family, carefully chosen appearances replacing the quieter profile she maintained during childhood. As she entered the Breeding and Training Center's new hospital building, cameras captured her greeting staff members and representatives from the organization with a warm smile. The modern complex is designed to raise and train approximately 175 dogs that will eventually become guide dogs for people who are blind or visually impaired. Inside, Sofia listened attentively as technicians explained the process that takes puppies from their earliest weeks through socialization, medical care, and advanced training until they are ready to be matched with a future owner. What truly stole the spotlight, however, was her interaction with the animals themselves. In a designated play area, the Infanta knelt down to stroke several puppies, lifting one gently into her arms while laughing as another tugged playfully at her sleeve. Observers noted how relaxed she seemed, repeatedly crouching to pet the dogs and asking questions about their breeds, temperaments, and daily routines. The affectionate gestures quickly became the most shared images of the day, reinforcing the compassionate tone of the visit and highlighting the emotional connection between the future guide dogs and the people who care for them. The event also included a formal moment of recognition. To commemorate the inauguration, a plaque bearing Infanta Sofia's name was unveiled at the facility. Miguel Carbalda, president of the Once Social Group, addressed those present and publicly thanked the Spanish crown for its long-standing support of the institution. He emphasized that Queen Sofia has been a key ally for many years and suggested that the younger generation of royals is now continuing that tradition of social commitment. For Sofia, the appearance was more than a photo opportunity. It was a carefully selected engagement centered on inclusion, accessibility, and service, values the royal household often seeks to underline through its public activities. By choosing an organization dedicated to improving the lives of people with visual impairments, the visit framed her growing role within a narrative of empathy and responsibility. Royal watchers have pointed out that each of the Infanta's solo acts seems designed to introduce her gradually to public life without overwhelming exposure. Unlike large ceremonial events or high-profile galas, this inauguration allowed her to interact closely with professionals, volunteers, and animals, creating a softer and more personal setting in which to build confidence. The relaxed atmosphere, combined with her evident comfort around the puppies, offered a glimpse of how she may shape her public image in the years to come. As she concluded the tour, Sofia paused to greet more staff members and pose briefly for photographs before departing, leaving behind a facility newly opened and a series of images that quickly traveled across Spanish media and social networks. The visit underscored a quiet but meaningful shift. The youngest daughter of the king and queen is no longer simply accompanying her parents at official functions, but beginning to carve out her own place within the monarchy's public-facing work. In a country where every royal appearance is closely watched, Infanta Sofia's affectionate encounter with the once puppies struck a chord. It combined youth with duty, tenderness with protocol, and tradition with renewal. And while it may have been only her second solo engagement, it suggested that many more carefully chosen moments like this are likely to follow as she continues her gradual journey into Spain's institutional